Hi all, welcome back to my channel The Desi Odyssey. Now we all know that Canada has become very expensive nowadays. We came to this country 2 years back and we have seen things go costlier day by day, be it groceries, rents, car EMIs, mortgage, etc. etc. So in this video, I'll tell you the key factors or the key things that made us save more than $50,000 a year, and I would let you know how we did that so and it was not that difficult. We will talk about some key factors, some key goal settings that will enable you as a newcomer in Canada, or if you're already here since a couple of years, this video will help you to gain insights of how to save extra dollars and help you achieve both your short-term and long-term goals. So before I continue this video, if you guys can like this video, share it with your friends, or subscribe to our channel The Desi Odyssey, it really helps in our algorithm and keeps us motivated. So without wasting any time, let's start with today's video. We came to this country 2 years back with some goals and some aspirations in mind, and both of us, we have worked really hard to achieve those goals, and I can proudly say that in these last 2 years we have achieved what we have dreamt of. Now I have put my MBA to good use and created a beautiful PowerPoint presentation for all of you. Now without wasting any time, let's dive deep into it and let's go to my computer. Now I have made this video considering a couple who's making $150,000 as a gross income in Canada, particularly in Ontario. So if you are a couple, this video can be directly taken as a reference, but if you are coming here and if you are single, then you can maybe adjust your savings and expenses accordingly, but this video will definitely help you having set those goals and saving parameters considerably. So let's first break down your expenses. As per some rules which are given by numerous gurus or financial gurus, your housing should not cross 30 to 35% of your net income. That means if you're earning around $10,000 a month as a couple, your housing should not be more than $3,000 a month. Now, as per me, even that is very high. Now you would say that Canada has become expensive day by day. Now you would say that Canada has become very costly, and in some ways it is really true. And you would say that it is very difficult to find a house or a place to rent in less than $2,700 or $2,800. But if I was able to do it, so can you. We did not keep our rent to 30 to 35% of our net income. We decreased it to 20%, which would be around $1,800 to $1,900 per month. Now you would say that it is very hard to find a place which would be under $2,000, but we were able to do. In fact, 5 months back we were paying just $2,100 per month on a 17th floor high-rise building which faced the lake, and it was beautiful. The fact is that you have to put some more efforts into finding a place which is comparatively cheaper and maybe compromise on a few things. For example, we did not live in a condo, we lived in an apartment. There are pros and cons of both the things. If you want detailed videos about that, I can post it on my channel. But continuing on your rent expenses, we kept it at around $1,800 to $1,900 inclusive of our utilities. And if you are able to do that, you would be able to save a lot. Now when we are breaking down these expenses in percentage wise, the next thing that comes up is transportation. Now if you are in this country already, or if you are moving to this country, you would see that many people promote that a car is really necessary in this country, and in some factors, in some manners, they are right as well. But we were able to avoid buying a car for around 18 to 19 months, and hence we saved a lot on EMIs and insurance. So according to some mantras, it is said that transportation should be around 10% of your net income. We kept it at 5% because we worked remotely and we went to office just a couple of days a week. Hence we kept those expenses minimal. To save on these transportation expenses, my suggestion is to live near transit stations or in the proximity of it, so that you can walk to train station or bus station and save a lot on your expenses. The next thing that we'll be talking about is groceries, and this is where we saved a lot in these last 2 years, and we are still saving a lot of money. When we came 2 years back, we realized that we are not going to buy a car for a good amount of time. Hence we took an Instacart subscription. We paid some $50 to $70 per year for that subscription, but that in turn helped us save a lot of money because we didn't have to buy a car and carry these heavy groceries by our hands to our house. It is said that your grocery and dining out expenses should not cross 10 to 12% of your net income, but we kept it at 7% and saved a lot of money. So if you are able to keep these expenses low, you will see how much a difference it will make. Now, when you will reach the end of the video, you will see a breakdown with numbers, with actual numbers in comparison to our salaries and how much we saved or we spent on these things. Next thing we'd be talking about is utilities and subscription. Everyone likes a good Netflix and chill, Amazon Prime or different kind of subscriptions, but we only took Amazon Prime and we kept our utilities minimum. We bought some cheap phone plans. We are still using them. I have a Freedom plan which is like $35 for 100 GB of internet and it's really good. The same goes with Wi-Fi. We are paying around $50 a month for a good Wi-Fi by Rogers. So it's up to you and how you choose different things. The main thing is to keep these expenses minimal so that you can achieve that goal of saving $50,000 by the end of first year. Now you would say that by doing all of this, the life will be very boring as you'll be stuck in a place and not go anywhere else to travel, to enjoy and do some entertainment. But you know what? In this 1 year, we went to India, we went to Quebec, we went to Ottawa, couple of times to Niagara Falls, Sault Ste. Marie and different places. And we kept our budget at $5,000 for these internal travels and the expense for the India trip or Thailand trip was separate. Where did this money come? That's a right question. I'll tell you in a brief moment of time. Before that, let's focus on a couple of things. We have to maximize savings and save those $50,000 which you can use maybe to buy a house or buy a car or any other thing that's in your mind. So we can cut down on transportation, not buy a car initially, or in case if you are using that car as a source of income, then it becomes a necessity. Otherwise, it's better to avoid that in the first couple of years. Try to find a job which you can work remotely and save a lot on transportation and other expenses. Try to go for a carpool. There are many apps, many people take you from one place to other. This will save you a lot of expenses in transportation. You can limit yourself by going out and keeping those limit to maybe only a couple of times a month. Not buy coffee every day from Tim Hortons or Starbucks. You would say that it's a couple of dollars, but when you combine that couple of dollars for say 30 days a month, it becomes say $150. So try to cut that. Try to limit yourself. Shop often. Shop when it's needed, not when you wanted. And prioritize your needs over wants, and that is what we did. We saved a ton of money in our first year and we used it to buy something or invest it somewhere else, which I'll be sharing in my upcoming videos. Let's talk about maximizing other saving strategies. The day that your salary comes, you should move your money from one place to different places, different saving instruments or the expenses. For example, if you are paying some credit card bill, don't wait till the end of the month and pay it immediately. It will help you maintain those expenses in a good way as well as help you increase your credit score. Many people will ignore it, but leveraging tax benefits is a key to save a ton of money in tax benefits and rebates. As I mentioned earlier in this video, we took a lot of vacations to India, to Thailand and numerous other vacations inside Canada. And this was because of the tax rebates that we got from the CRA. We received around $10,000 to $11,000 in tax rebates because we fulfilled our quotas for FHSA and RRSP for our first year. That investment reduced our income from our gross income and gave our tax rebates that which in turn we had already paid the government. This tax rebate helped us a lot manage our expenses and enjoy at the same time. So you can contribute to your RRSP, see what's your RRSP limit and contribute as much as possible. Now, if you want to buy a home in future, you can contribute some amount in FHSA. I think the limit for the year is $8,000. Now let's talk about the final pictures with actual numbers, with actual salaries and actual expenses. Our net income for the year of 2022-23 was around $110,000. So the categories we talked about in the previous part of the videos are here with actual numbers. We spent around $1,800 on housing, which totals to around 20% of our net income. Transportation is around $460, which is around 5% of our net income. Groceries and diners is around 7% and comes to around $644 a month. Utilities and subscription is around $150, which consists of telephone plans, Wi-Fi, electric bills. It comes around 1.5%. Travel and vacation, as I said, if you divide that $5,000 by 12, it comes around $420. That is around 4.5%. Savings goes to around $5,500 a month, which totals up to 60% of our net income and totals up to a big number of $66,000. Now, I know that you have different plans and different aspirations, and so did we. We implemented some drastic measures to save a lot of money, and that too in a quick interval of time. You can do that too if you want to save that money for some things like buying a house or buying a car or other assets or equities or stuff. If you have those goals, you can follow these things. This will definitely help you save a lot of money. It certainly helped us save a ton of money. So this was my video for today, and if you think that this video has helped you in some manner, do like this video, share it with your friend, subscribe to this channel, The Desi Odyssey. I would see you in the very next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.